Okay. So we're going to be going over 5 ways to improve confidence. And I definitely want to talk about this because when clients come to me and start coaching, that is basically the number one thing everybody says. They want to feel more confident. They want to be more confident. They want to gain confidence. And yes, losing body fat and, changing your physique and your body composition is definitely a way to get you there. I think we put way too much emphasis on that though, because there's plenty of girls that I coach that have banging bodies. There's plenty of friends and other coaches that I know that have banging bodies, or they've had a huge transformation. They've lost all the weight. They've, grown the glutes, whatever. And they're still some of the most like insecure and like not confident people that I know. So it's a big indicator that confidence does not come from, your dream body. It actually usually comes the other way first. First, you have to gain confidence, and then, things will kind of fall into place. And then when you're feeling safe and feeling secure and the energy and you feel aligned, your body can adapt and, get into its healthiest state. So health comes from within. So the number one thing, we're going to go through 5 different kind of points as far as gaining confidence. It's not a personality type or a feeling. So it's not like this person is, has the quality or has the personality trait of being confident or feeling confident. Confidence is a skill. So a skill meaning that you have to focus on it, work on it, build it up. At the heart of confidence is action. So the ability to move from thought to action. Okay. So somebody that's not very confident will have all the same thoughts as somebody who is confident. You can have ideas, you can have a plan, and you can think about things and have, so much dialogue going on in your head. But the person who actually embodies the confidence skill is the person who moves from thought to action, has the willingness to try. Confidence is gained by competency, just having experience doing something or knowing how to do something and learning how to do something. Nobody's born knowing how to do something. We were all born not knowing how to walk. There was like some study that, from as like a toddler, like learning from going how to crawl to how to walk, we average falling like 19 times within an hour. So if we can fall so many times, that's how we gained our confidence in order to walk. So, just gaining confidence through competency, understanding that the learning and the willingness to try comes from failures. Building trust with yourself. This is something that I repeat all the time and I'll never shut up about. Showing up for yourself when you say you're going to, that is how you're going to build confidence. You say that you're going to go to the gym. You say that you're going to clean out your car. You say that you're going to, get your mom flowers. You say that you're going to whatever it is, get your homework done early, and you don't, and you don't, and you don't. You're going to lose confidence in yourself. You're not going to have self-confidence. Just like in a relationship or a partnership. If you are supposed to meet out somebody out for a date and you get there and they text you like, oh my gosh, so sorry, like something came up, I can't make it. Okay, no problem. Let's reschedule, right? We go out the next time and again, they bail on you. The third time you get to a restaurant and once again, they don't show up, you've fully lost confidence in this relationship. Same thing. We have relationships with ourselves. You need to take care of your needs. You need to show up and prove to yourself, I can take care of myself. I can make myself thrive. I can make myself happy. I can say I'm going to do something and I'll do it. I can nourish my body. I can treat myself kindly. I can say kind words to myself. I can take care of my needs and I can reparent myself, which isn't always, like glamorous and fun and rainbows and whatnot. Reparenting yourself is okay. When I know I need to kind of tighten up, when I know I need to cut out these toxic people, when I know I need to, get my ass up and go to the gym or whatever it is, if I need to show up more, being able to reparent yourself. So we should always have that like little inner parent in our minds. Oops. Number 3, the law of assumption. This is a very interesting thing. I highly recommend kind of going down the TikTok rabbit hole of the law of assumption if you haven't. But stop living your life assuming like people don't like you, assuming that people are judging you, assuming that they're better than you. That's something that I know I personally dealt with a lot. I just assumed that anyone that I interacted with, if it was a girl in general, she was doing whatever it was better than me. If it was another coach, they're a better coach than me. If it was someone in my class, they're smarter than me. I always put that assumption, no matter what. And sometimes it even came down to age. Like I assumed everyone was older than me, assuming that meant that they were wiser than me. Yeah, you got to let that go. The law of assumption is very, very powerful. And basically whatever you assume is pretty fucking true. So with that, you have the power to again reparent yourself and start assuming that people are inherently good. Assume that people are inherently kind and supportive. And that's because they are. Like at the end of the day, I don't think anyone is born evil or anyone is born bad. We all are made from love. We all have the desire to love. We all have that core need of community and connection. Nobody can exist in isolation. Nobody can exist, without caretakers. We're all going to rely on people at some point in our lives. We all have that core need to have friends and community and support each other. And just like how, we said that a lot of people are assuming that people are better than you or judging it than you. Everyone is doing that. Everyone has their own securities. So assume that everyone is more concerned with their own securities rather than yours, because they are. Like I was concerned about like the wrinkles, the lines in my forehead. I guarantee it, nobody that is watching this knows anything about the wrinkles in my forehead, but I do. And you, the person who's watching this, also has something that you're insecure about that I have no fucking idea about. So just assuming that everyone is more concerned with their own shit because they are. And also assume that you have all of the resources that you need to be successful in this life and whatever you choose. You're competent, you have good speaking skills, assume that you have enough education, assume that you are likable, just assume that you have all the resources. And even if maybe you don't necessarily have the skills or the tools needed, you at least have the resources to make those things happen. And that's super important. What that is abundance, baby. And we can all talk about abundance all day, but until you have that core belief that the universe is not limited, there's not a limited amount of money to go around, there's not a limited amount of success to go around, there's not a limited amount of love or a limited amount of happiness or joy that you can feel and experience, or just resources in general. There's an abundance of water, abundance of food, abundance of people. Everything that you need not only is accessible, but is accessible in abundance. 4, having hard conversations. Courage is confidence. So if you have courage, you have confidence. Setting boundaries are self-respect, and therefore it's self-confidence. Okay, so having hard conversations is so beneficial for you and the person that you're having it with, whether they're introducing a hard conversation or maybe you're bringing it up. Either way, it's a moment of gratitude for whoever is deciding to embark on this hard conversation, because it doesn't benefit either party if we're living in delusion, or we're enhancing kind of like illusion and lies and whatnot. We have enough delusion going on in the world. We need more honesty, more vulnerability, more truth. Truth is like such a beautiful thing. And I think, we are raised kind of like learning how to lie or knowing how to lie or figuring out when lying may benefit us. But there's a lot of power in truth. And the truth can also be like good, you can have loving conversations with yourself, being like, I'm so fucking beautiful. I love my hair. I can compliment people. Whatever it is, like speaking the truth, saying nice things are also sometimes the hard conversations that you need to have. Sometimes the hard conversation is telling people how much you love them and how much you care for them and showing up for yourself and saying nice things to yourself. And sometimes it's like, it's setting boundaries and saying things that aren't necessarily fun, but it's a gift to everybody. And it also will demand respect from whoever you're having the hard conversation with. If I were to come up to you and introduce a hard conversation and kind of start this like maybe uncomfortable conversation, but at the end we get through it, we find a resolution, and it was from a place of vulnerability and honesty, you would naturally respect me more. You would just respect whoever is the person that can have and hold hard conversations. So number 5 is validation. So validation and confidence has to come from within. It has to come from yourself. You cannot control external variables. I can't control who approves of me, who gives me validation. I can't control, like if I'm only going to feel confident if I have a boyfriend, or if I have, guys reaching out to me, or if I'm only confident if I get a raise, or if I get praise at work or whatever. We can't control those things. We can control our internal variables. We can control our beliefs. And I would highly recommend sitting on that. Your beliefs, your core beliefs that are running the entire show, you can control them. It seems like we can't control our thoughts, and I agree, we can't control our thoughts. We all have a monkey mind and a monkey brain, but those thoughts come from our beliefs. Okay, so we just got to get to the root belief that is controlling our thoughts, which is therefore controlling our actions. Your confidence will always be wavering and unstable if you allow other people or your accomplishments, your titles, your finances, if these are the things that affect your confidence, your worthiness, you are signing the agreement that you will never feel confident, that you will always be on this roller coaster, this wave of feeling insecure and feeling not enough and whatnot until you decide that the power, the validation, the confidence comes from within you and nobody else. Know that it is your birthright to be worthy and enough just for existing. You're not confident or worthy or loved or enough because of the things that you do, because of the things that you accomplished, because of the things that you say or how you act or anything. You are just inherently worthy of being confident and worthy of being enough and celebrated and seen and loved just because you exist. And always reminding yourself of that, again, rather than putting on external things, even if it's on your own accomplishments or whatnot. All right, that's on confidence, baby. Thank you, Maddie and Sam, for showing up. Any comments, questions, concerns? No? Cool. Both of you guys, Maddie and Sam, if you guys want to go on the Kion website, which if you click the link in the channel in the Discord that's titled supplement discount, if you guys want to go to Kion, click on that, send me any supplement you want from the website and I'll get it for you this month. It'll take like a month for me to, because I'll have to order it and then I'll send it to you guys, but just go on the website, choose anything. I think the protein powder is delicious. They have just chocolate and vanilla, but it's like so good. It's very smooth. It's really clean ingredients. They have a vegan version as well. I also utilize the amino acid powders, so you could look at those. I like the wild berry flavor. I drink it during my workouts if I feel like I want some energy without drinking caffeine. And then the sleep supplement pills are also really good. Yeah, the sleep supplement pills. I took 2 last night. And then also, what's the other thing that I take from them? Colostrum. I add it to my coffee, really good for gut digestion. So many benefits to colostrum, immunity, all that, if you want to look that up. So go on the Kion website, pick something out, send me a screenshot of what you want, and I'll get it to you within the next month.
Oh, thank you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Of course. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Yeah. All right, cool. Any questions, comments, concerns?
Nope. No, I thought that was great.
Yay. All right, awesome, guys. Thanks for showing up, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for yoga or next week for the call.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye.